Hey guys, so
Unlike what
welcome to
many
the
believed,
Mukbang.
it was obvious the Gully kids weren't there out of choice, living under an almost constant threat of random attacks. We wanted to find out what Jamaica's government were doing to protect its own LGBT youth. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller hit headlines in the run-up to the 2012 election by making statements in favour of gay rights during her campaign. She also pledged to review the ancient buggery law, the first head of government ever to do so in Jamaica's history.
No one should be discriminated against because of their sexual orientation.
But already well into her third year in office, nothing more has been said or done, leaving Jamaica's already voiceless LGBT community at odds against her. Portia Simpson Miller once said that she was going to review the buggery law. A lot of people are saying that she hasn't done that.
There is a view that it is possibly time to put the law before Parliament. It does not necessarily mean that it will change. You cannot legislate against the culture of a people.
The buggery law, it seems to be applicable mainly just to people who are gay.
In the UK, I believe that it is okay if it is done in private.
Well, it's legal.
Legal, if it is done in private.
Well, I'm not saying that if the buggery law changed, there would be anal sex in the streets. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm not saying or saying that either.
Then why can't it be overturned?
Because of the culture of the people. If the Parliament overturns it without the people's strong support, then Parliament will pay the bitter price.
Some of the young LGBT kids, they feel that they're living in the gullies because they have nowhere to go, because finding work is almost impossible because of discrimination against them.
Have you seen any of those persons who live in the gully?
Yes, we've been spending
If
time.
you were an employer, would you employ any of them? Parenting has an immense role to play in all of this. Most of those persons who are there have been rejected from their own homes. That cannot be a responsibility of the government.
After speaking with the PMP, it didn't seem like the government thought that protecting its LGBT citizens was much of a priority, shifting the blame instead onto the parents. But if the buggery law were to be overturned, this position may be forced to change. Maurice Tomlinson had been driven out of Jamaica following an onslaught of death threats after his same-sex marriage. He returned to Kingston to front the pre-trial to attempt to overturn the buggery law. I'm waiting for Maurice on our way to the Supreme Court to try and overturn the buggery law. There is a disconnect between the rich queens, like Maurice himself, and the kids living in the sewers. So what I want to know from Maurice is, what is overturning this law going to do for the people living in those conditions? Because I don't even see if overturning it is going to change their situation at all.
I think the point where he's coming from is there's some law that being gay is not illegal, but there's some law that makes having anal sex, somehow they get sent to jail for that.
Fundamentalist group which believes that decriminalizing private intimacy between men is going to lead to a spike in the rape of boys. Of course, that has nothing to do with the case, so we're trying to get that struck out.
We were out in the gullies last night. They're of the opinion that whilst they want the buggery law to be changed, they feel that if it is overturned, it's not going to change their situation a lot.
The reality is both are equally important. There's a false choice to say you have to do one or the other. And changing the law will assist you to do a change in culture, but also changing the culture will help the law to be changed, because judges, parliamentarians, they all live in a society and they're impacted by what the culture says or view in relation to homosexuality. So we're doing both at the same time for the reason that we want to change culture.
Yeah.
But we know that the law is an impediment to changing the culture.
We're waiting for Maurice. He's inside. He's fighting for LGBT Jamaicans. The main opponents are the JCHS, the Jamaica Coalition for a Healthy Society, a powerful team of evangelical organizations fueled and powered by Jamaica's overwhelmingly Christian population.
Activities such as fisting, felching, rimming, chariot races, and other deviant behaviors are now to be considered normal and positive aspects of human sexuality.
With the pre-trial over and no immediate resolution, Maurice headed to the airport, having to leave Jamaica once again for fear of his safety. Back at the gully, Daggering's boyfriend Andre offered to show us what life was like, living under the streets of Jamaica.
just so you come like you live out in jungle. You have to watch out for animal, we are come bite you. Like when war for go on, we have a last knife, everything. So the bad not to try war because the most of it dangerous.
So how many people are living here at the moment?
This is about 25 people.
25
About
people.
25 people.
Hey. This is what you cook, sir.
Rice and beans and cow food. This is Campbell's bed.
Thermos beds.
This is Sasha bed.
Do you all sleep together, like all?
Excuse me.
One sleep here.
Okay. So the water comes out these holes and comes down the strips up there.
This is my bed. This bed made of pallets, sheets, carpet, and pillows. So when the rain come down, it wash the sand and the stones, buckles, bones, and these things. The rain wash them down. All of the head and come up.
This water's coming through, and there's cockroaches and people are cooking. Do a lot of people get sick down here?
No, because we deal with it the clean way.
It's not like a sewer that some people make it out to be. So what's it like living down here?
It's not in a house, but you have to make yourself comfortable. If you don't make yourself comfortable, you're not going to feel comfortable.
What do most of the people do down here for a living?
They hustle. They have a stall or sell snacks, biscuit, weed, cigarette, liquor, and some do sex work really for a living.
Is that mainly the trans girls doing the sex work?
More manly men do sex work as well.
They do as well.
Most of them.
And is there a lot of customers thinking that the trans girls do that they're women?
Yeah, well, the straight man.
And what happens when they find out that they're not women?
Sometimes they will try hit them and them fight them.
And is it just gay kids, bisexual kids, trans kids that are living down here? Or?
Straight man and straight boy.
Yeah.
You not come live with no one bag of man. Yeah. They have to live here for you yourself.
Do you think that the vast majority of young kids that are gay in Jamaica are living away from home, like on the streets?
Yeah, a lot. Because not here so alone.
Yeah.
More be watch your boat than him and capture us all boat.
Is the reason why there's different families in the gullies because the kids coming down here just feel that they've been separated from their family, so they kind of want to create their own one? That...
Yeah, same system, same.
Do you have any brothers or sisters, gay brothers or sisters?
No, I have a daughter. She's about 19. My people can take care of her. So we just have a daughter.
Given the isolation felt by many after being disowned by their own family members, the gully has created its own family units. Friends become mothers, daughters, fathers, and brothers.
This is like their line, with them wash and laundry and, you know, their panties and...
So is this the delicates then?
Yeah, this are the...
That's yours?
Yeah.
What's happening up here?
This is where they put on their makeup.
And what are they getting ready for?
To go on the road. Walk on this side.
Do you mean like sex work?
Yeah.
Hey! There she is. She's done that before. When did you start calling yourself Rihanna?
For me about 11.
Which Rihanna video is your favorite?
Under my umbrella.
So the
I used to love that one. I love that one. I love it, love it, love it.
What would you do if Rihanna came down to the gully?
Well, she come in the gully, me love fear because she's my idol and I love her.
But there's going to be a bit of jealousy because you're the Rihanna of the gully and she kind of come on your turf.
But listen, I'm not going to put no one over me. I am the original Rihanna. I am the real Rihanna.
There you go. Is the water clean?
Yeah, the water clean already now.
Okay, so it's
hydrant water.
So it's from like a fire hydrant water, yeah. And is there any sort of bathroom drama down here?
No. It can take as long as you want.
My biggest problem with this Taco Bell mukbang is
Just need water.
I like the soft tacos, but
These men don't want to see what you got.
my hard taco has fallen all apart.
Are you like premium real estate here, Andre?
That cake is not too sweet.
That cake is not too sweet, she says.
So she never get for taste it next time.
Oh, she's never had it.
Never get
She's,
a fly.
is she just bitter then?
My sister told me that night.
It's pretty pretty amazing down here. I didn't realise how deep it went. It's all the way down there by the main road, and you've got this gully bit which is behind businesses, so we've got a bank up there and just a car park. It's pretty close-knit. It's quite interesting to see why people live here, and you can kind of understand why they do, because it offers the bit of seclusion that you wouldn't get from sleeping on the streets.
Alright, yes, I climb up.
Yeah.
I heard in that beach where... Hold on.
Feeling pretty smug about that. Throw a hand down, Jake. No, you don't need a hand.
Yeah, well, we Jamaican as a see again, so book, gay guy. Them see a batty boy every day. Are you here, girl? Walk with the blood clot, them in the blood clot, y'all see her.
Despite our relatively peaceful afternoon in the gully, it's still impossible to say that it's exactly a safe haven for these kids. Especially when a lot of the people here are used to resolving day-to-day problems with violence, since that's what they're constantly exposed to out here on the streets. Kevin was an example of this.
It's about, my love, when you stop me up, you come back. I do. So she might hear so, right in my face, hear so. Understand me. And my trust, got up my trust right here, so. I am just so bad, because the knife is actually broke my neck.
So in general, the mukbang is over. I finished my 2 tacos. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Taco Bell a 4.8. Second of all, on the sexuality and gays in Jamaica, it's a very dangerous situation, and apparently there's 2 different categories. Excuse me 1 second, please. Whoa. There's 2 different categories: the rich queens and the scary queens. That's what the rich queens call them, and the rich queens would be the gay men who fit more who fit more into society because they obviously have more money and good jobs, and the scary queens who refer to themselves as the gully queens because they live basically in the sewers in the streets under Jamaica. um it's very hard for them. They get into fights. The last thing I saw up there was a man who had been attacked and just scarred up his neck, his face, his chest, and somehow the government should be making lives better for their for the community and for the citizens of their nation. Um and the government basically doesn't really want to have any part with this because they believe that it is the parents' responsibility. It's a lot going on. This is a big subject, and do your own research and figure out what's going on in your world. See you guys next time on Taz World. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great day. A great night.